diagnosed with a terminal disease can change a person, right? Change the way they look at life, make them start to soak it all in, appreciate the little moments. Well, I'm here to tell you, that is not what happened with Craig Sager. Craig didn't need a doctor telling him he had leukemia to make him appreciate the world around him. He'd already been doing that for such a long time.
I will live my life full of love and full of fun. It's the only way I know how.
I've known Craig for a little more than 15 years. The night we met, I was still a newspaper writer for the Washington Post. And when he tapped me on the shoulder and told me he'd been reading some of my articles to prepare for the game we were at, I mean, it might just be the coolest thing I had ever heard at that point. He knew that I had gone to his alma mater, Northwestern, and told me I could always ask him anything, anytime. And honestly, as he was talking, I was still doing the Craig Sager knows who I am thing in my head. But I happily took down his number, and boy, did I use it over the years. I called him when I got the job at ESPN. I called him when I knew I was going to be at a game he'd be at, so I could meet up with him early. He always had great advice, but truly what stuck with me was the way he did what he did.
I saw you walk around, look up in the stands, you looked at our announcers. What were you thinking?
I was searching, trying to find something to give me an idea of what to do.
He didn't just ask the questions, he listened to the answers. He earned players' trust through work, always work, tireless work. And then, when the work was over, well, being around Craig was a carnival. If there was a sight, he wanted to see it. If there was a smell, he wanted to sniff it. If there was a taste, he wanted to gulp it down. Oh, and you can keep your microbrews. There was always a Bud Light somewhere with Craig's name on it. In fact, when he first got sick, he said he truly knew something was wrong. Because for the first time he could remember, when he landed in the city where he was working a game the next night, he went straight to bed instead of going to the hotel bar. Now, hanging out with Craig only became more fun once I got to work at TNT, not because of anything he did differently, but because of the new light I got to see him in. To the people at TNT, he was more than a beloved friend. He was family, as much as their own fathers and brothers and sons.
I've been here almost 20 years, man, and you get to know everybody. And I felt like I lost a brother today.
I know he's in a better place. He'll definitely be missed. He'll never be another Craig Sager.
Last night, you got to see the way the folks at Turner loved him, as they paid tribute to him with such grace. And you saw the ache on everyone's faces as they spoke of Craig's actual family, his wife Stacy, and his 5 kids.
But I feel so much sadness for his wife, Stacy, and the kids, because this battle, man, there's no person that I've ever met in my life who wanted to live more.
I remember being at a golf tournament more than a decade ago with Craig. He kept telling me there was someone I had to meet. He said it like 3 or 4 times, so excited, as if he was about to introduce me to the Pope. That person turned out to be Stacy. He was so proud to be married to her. And his kids, well, at a game a few years ago, he confided to me that his tie and his jacket didn't exactly match. Now, I'll be honest, I couldn't tell the difference from his tie and jacket combination on any other night, but no, to him, it was off. And that was because he had let his young daughter, Riley, pick out his tie. He didn't have the heart to tell her that what she chose didn't go, so he just went ahead and wore it on TV, even though he felt he didn't look his best. I can promise you that for Craig, there is no greater definition of love than that. We are all going to miss Craig so much, but this I know. We can all still hold on to him just a little. We can look at life the way he did in all its crazy combinations and bright colors, not just at the end, when someone tells you your time is limited, but every day, every minute, because that's what being Sager Strong is truly about.
Time is simply how you live your life.
And there he was all those years, doing it right in front of us the whole time.